the entire land today, Camping World Stadium, as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Glass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Houston wants to play fast. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself on the draw. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Point. It's 3rd and goal. Back's looking for the goal line.
All right, they get the completion. Get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Touchdown, Cougars. And they have the first points of the game.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't even come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UConn's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on 1st down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. How this period will come to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Trying to do it on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Cougars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's quarter. At the 45, on his way. Off to the races to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UConn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The sure hands. It's Glass. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Sanford. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They kick it away on fourth down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, his head is spinning.
And first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Fareed. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Porter. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Fareed. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Sanford. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thurman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Give to the back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UConn going back to work on offense. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Poe. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Keeps it on the draw. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the...
Trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He'll try to tack on one more.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
35, UConn 7.
Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The short hand, it's Porter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Harper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green.
Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Houston going up tempo. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run from the shotgun. Running to Green. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Thurman. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're working that left side.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UConn going back to work on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. The kick is on its way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Got a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.